Epilepsy. Why epilepsy? Great question. So the goal of today was really to bring about awareness. Awareness of what epilepsy is, awareness of the community in which epilepsy does impact individuals. And today was also to bring, highlight to those individuals that have been impacted on their journey with epilepsy.
I did not realize how prevalent epilepsy was. It's out there much more. I mean, my personal story, I came because my cousin reached out because she was a member of the board. And I know her daughter, Liney, had several types of seizures and is pretty aggressive. But looking back, I now realize that I've also had a cousin that has epilepsy. I've had two other, nieces, nephews that have been impacted. So it's much more there than I realized.
In 2012, when my son was 2 years old, he was diagnosed with D.U.O syndrome, which is an extremely rare form of epilepsy. It has many seizure types: myoclonic, atonic, grand mal. After failing several medications, we decided to go to the medical ketogenic diet for epilepsy, and we researched it and found that it was going to be a difficult road, but we felt like we could do it.
It impacts a lot of individuals that we don't know about, and not just the individuals with epilepsy, but also caregivers, loved ones, providers, anyone who shares their journey with someone diagnosed with epilepsy. Just like we talk about mental illness, epilepsy has that same stigma that's attached.
So the Epilepsy Foundation is there to support people with epilepsy, with all the things that happen to them. So that can be medical, that can be research for cures, for better outcomes. About 2/3 of the people have success with medication, but about 1/3 are intractable, which means drugs don't help them. So from there, there's other things that people do have as an option.
My experience with with the first neurologist that we had was poor bedside manner. So, of course, he didn't fit for our family. So we moved on and we found a new one. And she understood how passionate I was about him being well and doing everything that we can do to give him a proper quality of life.
Anytime a kid is sick, it definitely puts pressure on the marriage. And what I mean by that is either your marriage is going to get stronger or it's going to go the other way, to the weaker side. With me and my wife, our bond got 100 times stronger. So I would tell them to keep pushing, and your kids are definitely worth it.
So I think this is a great start. The Epilepsy Foundation of Indiana is really in a growth mode. We're really trying to outreach to more and more people, because of the 69,500 people in Indiana that have epilepsy, we're really connected to very few. So one of the ways we're doing that is reaching statewide, but also we haven't done a great job of reaching out to different groups. We want people to understand that we're very welcoming. We want to support everybody that's dealing with epilepsy. And the efforts of people today have really helped start that path to hopefully grow that more. And I think that we're really going to have some positive growth and outcomes from today's start.
Yeah, the stories that I've heard, even just today with this event, were life-altering and motivating, in the sense that you can't hear someone share their story, their journey, the tears, the fears, the anger, the frustration, and leave out of the event the same way that you came in.